Welcome to the Harmonious Family Life, how to create deep connections, transform your family, and live with confidence and grace. My name is Ulrika Wilby, and my mission is to transform families and to help them to create a more harmonious life, where we all can thrive, individually and together, using our strengths and unique skills. And today, I will be speaking to Amanda Beach. Amanda is an aromatherapy consultant and has worked at creating a harmonious family life while running her own business from home at the same time as homeschooling her 4 children. Welcome, and thank you for being here today, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to share about how you can use aromatherapy and essential oils in your home. I live here in Texas. I have been working from my home for 8 years. I have 4 kids, and I use essential oils every day and aromatherapy every day to help support our emotions and to help support my kids and my own, so that we have a peaceful, harmonious atmosphere. And I'm excited to share some tips with you and some information with you that I hope will be able to help you do the same.
Oh, wow. Well, this will be a super interesting conversation because, as I just said in the introduction, you actually have been working on, you live with your children at home, you homeschool, you run your business, and, you do everything. And I'm so impressed. And when we spoke earlier on, you said that you were using aromatherapy just to create that sort of atmosphere at home also, and how that could help in different situations. So why don't you just share a little bit about aromatherapy, maybe even for the audience who doesn't even know really what it's like. What is it?
Yes, so aromatherapy is actually very, very simple. It is, I know it can seem kind of foreign if you haven't been around, more health conscious communities or groups, but it's a very simple thing that we all experience on a daily basis. Aromatherapy is just the study of how aroma influences our responses to stimulus, to situations and events. And it's been really interesting to see how far we've come in research in the last few years that shows us exactly how aromatic compounds can influence our mood and our reactions to different events and situations. So if you think about your favorite smell growing up, if you have a favorite memory of like maybe going to your grandmother's house or maybe going to an event and you just remember the smell of coffee or baking or bread, it makes you feel happy and you are instantly transported to that exact event. And that's what smell does. Smell has a powerful influence on our heart rate, on our memory, on our blood pressure, and so many of even our energy levels. And so when you use aromatherapy in your home, you are using your sense of smell to help influence your responses, to help influence synapses in the brain and the chemistry in the brain, so you have the response that you want emotionally when you are in that space, when you're in your home. So I'm going to talk a little bit about different ways that you can use essential oils, and I can just go ahead and go on then.
Yeah, please do.
Great. So yes, it is a gentle but a super effective way to, I'm pulling up my notes, just a moment, sorry. Super effective way to, my computer stopped working.
Oh, that's all right. No, because I was just thinking, what you said just now is that you have those memories. You walk into a room and you smell the coffee, and that how that affects you. And when you was just saying a childhood memory, immediately I just smelled summer and I just smelled strawberries. So it's so interesting how you can just so quickly just travel back into a feeling. And I guess that is what you are then doing with aromatherapy in your home.
Yes,
Um,
Yes, exactly. Yes. So these aromatic molecules are interacting with these synapses in our brain and they're influencing our responses. So when we use aromatherapy and specifically essential oils, we are creating an atmosphere in our home that supports our healthy emotional response. And that also supports the safe and nurtured space that we want for ourselves and our children. And I know that a lot of times as a mom, we might feel overwhelmed, we might feel stressed, we might feel a lot of anxiety. I know some moms deal with depression on a regular basis, just because of, I mean, that's a lot of situations that we're in, or we wake up in the morning and life can be very demanding. We have a to-do list that never ends. We have little ones that demand our attention. We have to make sure their cares are met, and so often we are taking care of them before we take care of ourselves. And we have to handle it all, right? And
yeah, that's right.
home, you don't have support necessarily. You don't have, maybe your partner's not there with you, or you're home for days and days on end with caring for these small children. And so our kids are looking to us at the same time and watching how we're handling everything, and they actually respond to our emotional state. So if we're feeling stressed, if we're feeling overwhelmed and anxious, they're going to be affected by that, and they're going to feel a lot of those emotions as well. So we want to make sure that our influence and our atmosphere here in our home is an atmosphere of harmony, an atmosphere of peace and calm, a place that is safe and secure and steady. Because when our kids look back, when they're adults, that's what they'll remember. They'll remember my home was a place of peace. And one way that we can do this is using essential oils to support our emotions, support uplifted feelings, support calm feelings if that's what we need, and using specific essential oils that are targeted to those specific emotions. So when we use essential oils, they can support us as we are dealing with stress, overwhelm, anxiety. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be complicated. When you use an essential oil, the aromatic compounds will fill the air in your home, but you don't have to have any kind of special equipment to use them. You just take the cap off the bottle. A lot of times I'll just put a drop right in the palm of my hand and cup my hands over my nose and my mouth like this. And just take a moment and just breathe in those aromatic compounds. And when I do that, there's so much happening in that simple action. You are regulating your breathing, which if you know about your breathing and your breath, that influences our emotions so much. Just take a deep breath, breathing in that good fragrance, that aroma, and breathing out stress and anxiousness. Just taking the time to breathe. The second thing that's happening is you're taking a step back from the situation. So you might be feeling anxious and stressed, and just giving yourself a quick moment to recoup and gather with the support of an oil that's influencing those behaviors. You're going to give yourself a little break. I have an oil that I use that I call my mommy timeout oil because we only get a few moments, right? We don't get to have an hour to ourselves some days. And yeah, a lot of times that's all I have. All I have is a few moments where I can drop an oil in the palms of my hand, take a deep breath, give myself a minute to gather, and then address the situation that's happening usually right in front of me sometimes.
Yeah, so it's a quick fix.
Yes, it's a quick fix, but your brain is going to start associating those smells with calm feelings. And so when you get in the habit and the practice of using these over and over again, then it's going to be a very simple but effective way to change your response. So I know a lot of moms struggle with yelling and struggle with just reacting to a child's behavior. And we have to be the grown-up, right? We can't respond in kind if our child is having a hard time. We have to be the adult that is modeling calm behavior. So sometimes we need to just take a step, use your oils, support yourself emotionally before you step back in and are ready to support the child the way that they need.
Yes.
So very, very simple. You can also use a diffuser, and a diffuser is just a little machine. It looks like mean, they have all kinds of designs, but it's very small. You put water and the essential oils in it, and it puts a mist into your home. And this is a great way to influence the whole atmosphere of your home. So using a drop in your hands is going to help you emotionally, but using a diffuser is going to help the whole atmosphere in your home. So if maybe your home feels very chaotic, or maybe you're just feeling very stressed, and if you're homeschooling, maybe you can tell that the kids are feeling stressed too, you can use oils to help specifically address those feelings in the diffuser, and then everyone is being affected. And that's one of my favorite ways to use the oils. If I notice that someone in my home is a little grouchy, or they got up on the wrong side of bed, I'll put some uplifting oils in my diffuser, and I can tell a difference in their mood. And I haven't said a word to them, I haven't touched them, I just went to my diffuser and I did something that I know would benefit them, and they don't even realize what's happening. Okay.
Wow. So then, of course, then I wonder, so there are then typical different oils that would work in different situations. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So when you think about essential oils, they come from plants. They come from all kinds of different plants. But what's really cool is that different plants have different effects on us emotionally. So when I'm talking about oils to be used for uplifting your emotions, so maybe you're feeling very low, maybe you're feeling sad, maybe you've struggled with low feelings for a long time, you want an oil that's going to uplift you, that's going to help you feel more positive and help you feel more optimistic. There's actually oils that can do that. Citrus oils, oils from lemons, oranges, grapefruit, lime. Those are all beautiful oils that are going to help you feel happier. It's like sunshine in a bottle. It's going to just be a little ray of light that it's going to help you feel uplifted. Other oils that are great for supporting the emotions, to help you feel more happier: peppermint, spearmint, any kind of mint oils are going to help you feel more clear, help you with clear thinking. But it's also going to help you just feel more energy and feel more positive about the situation. So you could even use a combination of those, of citrus and mints together, to help you lift your emotions and your mood and your energy levels at the same time. I know people that struggle with low feelings. Also, it's hard to want to do the things. And using mints and citruses, you will notice a huge shift, and you will get so much done. And you'll be happy about it.
And you'll be happy about doing the chores. I was just thinking also, because we talked about, low feelings, and is this something that you would say also for anxiety? Is that the same sort of oils that would work for that?
So for anxiety or stress, even, because I feel like they're very similar, you're going to feel very scattered. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel very, yes, all over the place. And so what you want is an oil that's going to bring you down. That's going to help you feel calm. That's going to help you feel rooted. So 2 different oils categories that I like to suggest for people that feel very scattered and anxious. Floral oils in general are very, very calming, very soothing to the emotions. Lavender, clary sage, rose, jasmine, all of those are very soothing. Roman chamomile is another one that's a beautiful oil for just calming, helping you feel calm. So if you wake up and you feel overwhelmed, you feel stressed, you have all these things going on, and you just need to feel more calm. Maybe you're dealing with a situation with your children and you need to be able to address them calmly. Take a step, use some lavender, just enjoy the aroma, and it's going to help you feel more calm when you're addressing that situation. The other type of oils that's great for when you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe very scattered, is tree oils. So tree oils would be like Siberian fir, or black spruce, or any kind of cedar wood. And if you think about the image of a tree, it is rooted down deep in the earth. Its roots go down really far, and it is strong and it is steady. And then it also reaches up towards the sky. And if you've seen like some of those big trees, maybe in California, those big redwood trees, those trees, are strong. Nothing's knocking that tree over. And so this is what a tree oil is going to do for you. It's going to help you feel calm. It's going to help you feel centered. It's going to help you feel grounded and solid. And this is a great one to use, especially if you are feeling like very uncertain, you know, a lot of us are dealing with a lot of uncertainty recently in the last year or so. This is a great one because the kids feel that too. Kids feel that so much. And we want our kids to feel that and to know that they are safe. And we provide that when we feel secure and safe as well. So using tree oils can help you feel rooted and strong and stable. And you can use any combination of those as well. Florals and tree oils go really well together to help you feel calm and rooted and focused. They don't necessarily make you sleepy, although you can use your florals at night to help you get to sleep. Maybe you can't turn off your anxious thoughts. Floral oils are great for calming the mind. But if it's during the day and you want to stay focused, use your tree oils. They're going to help you feel calm and stable and focused.
That is so beautiful. And it's a great then tool to just use for your own personal use, but as you say, also didn't affect the whole family. So would you say that there's nothing that will work better for children or for adults? Is it all that you can all use the same oils?
Yes. Yeah. What I found is what works better for one child might be a little bit different than what works for another child because we're all unique individuals. We all have our own unique body chemistry.
Yes.
And we all have our unique preferences. So one person might prefer a lemon over an orange. And so what I found is in general, if I just want the mood to be uplifted, any citrus will work. If I want there to be like a general calm in my home, then I could just use any floral or any wood oils. However, I have made blends for my kids that they enjoy using when they need it. There have been times when they're feeling stressed and anxious, and I'll say, go use that roller I made for you, that roller bottle that I made for you with your specific blend with oils that you chose to help you navigate the situation that you're dealing with. And they have their own little bottle that they'll go apply, and it really helps them so much because not only are they connecting, feeling calm to those aromatic compounds, but they are taking their health and their wellness into their own hands. And they are learning about their bodies, and they are recognizing this is a time where I need some support. I'm going to go use a resource that's available to me to support my emotions, and then I'm going to come back to the situation and see if I can handle it better.
I love this. It's such a shame that we can't smell it through the screen. But I think that you explained it beautifully, because I think that we all can recognize, you know, what a lemon and orange smells like. And also the way that you described it, I like the analogy with the tree, because you can really recognize that. And I also know that, you know, when you go out in nature, you feel rooted, you have that sort of thing, and that goes into the oil as well. So that's beautiful. Any last words that you wanted to just share with someone, or maybe just your favorite thing that you like to use at home?
I would just say start with one thing at a time. I think when people try something new, they think they have to know everything there is to know about it before they try it.
Yeah.
What I would say is, I feel like a lot of us already know what we like. We already kind of know what aromas we enjoy. So I would say start there. And then me personally, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and that is a region in the United States that has trees and mountains and rivers, and it's very cool most of the year, lots of rain. And so when I feel scattered, when I feel overwhelmed, I think about being in a forest. I love walking through the forest, and I'm hiking in a forest. That is the definition of peace for me. And so there is a specific blend that I love using that takes me back there. When I use this blend, in the palms of my hands, I can actually picture myself standing in between these trees in this forest, and I'm taken back to it, and it gives me just a minute of peace and calm, because I can hear the quiet in the trees and the gentle rustling of leaves, and it gives me such a sense of peace and calm. So there's one oil that I go to all the time, and it has trees, it has some florals, it has some resin oils. It's a blend that I love, and it's one that my kids love too, but one of them wants it a little bit sweeter. And so it's just interesting how what speaks to each of us might be a little bit different. But I'm so thankful that we have this support, and I'm not having to rely on habit forming, other methods that might have other side effects that I'm not wanting for myself. And like I said, this is so gentle and very, very simple. You don't have to have any equipment. You just take the cap off.
Take the cap off and put a drop in your hand and have your mini quick fix. Thank you so much for being here today. I know that you have a free gift also that you want to share with the audience, which is a little booklet or a PDF.
Yes, I have an ebook that I've created that has so much information about essential oils and what they are, and a list of different essential oils and how they can be used. And then I would want to also gift a custom essential oil blend based on the needs of your guests. So I have a form that they can fill out if they would like their own custom essential oil roller blend that I would send to them.
Oh, that is so generous. Thank you so much. And I think that also if they wanted to get in contact with you as well, how will they get in contact with you? You have a website?
Yes. So if you're on social media, I have an Instagram account. It is naturally.healthy.living. You can also email me, amanda@naturallyhealthyliving.me. And then my information will also be on the ebook as well.
Fantastic. We'll make sure that point everyone in the right direction. So thank you so much for being here today, Amanda. And thank you everyone for listening. Thank you.